Okay, we just finished our purple. We're gonna start with the green. I'm not gonna take it all the way apart because I can see all of the sides around it and I can see into my block. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it seemed to work out pretty good to glue in pairs and then put those pairs together. So we're gonna do the same thing when I do this next assembly. Been watching a lot of a Facebook channel or YouTube channel of a person called the Wood Whisperer. He's got a really cool video, and I've shown videos in class a few times. Maybe not in 6th grade, definitely in 8th grade this year. I showed a couple videos of the Wood Whisperer, and one of the things that he talks about before he assembles, he does something called a dry fit. And basically what that means is that you are going to assemble your blocks together and make sure they fit make sure everything lines up the way it's supposed to before you put glue on. And so here is there's my 4 like that. And then this one will be on right here like this. One thing you might do is you might put an X on this one, knowing that these 2 are going to be, these 3 will be open. This one will have this glued to it. And so what I'll do is I'm going to glue in pairs as I did before, as I did on the last clip. I'm recording these in clips, so you have the purple piece, the green piece, the black piece, the red piece, and the white piece all have their own separate videos, so that number one, you won't have to sit and watch an entire duration of these videos all lined up together, but so you can see how the different techniques that I use will work together. Okay, this one's going to set off to the side. This will be our top piece once we get these 4 glued together. So we're going to do 2 and 2 first. It's best to glue in pairs if you can. Before you, like when we were talking about dry fitting, before you start applying glue, you could label and number the blocks also and create sort of a map before you even start gluing together. I'm gonna put these on here like this. Make sure they're flush first. Just paying attention to the little details. All of these little details will add up to a really big detail in the end. So we're going to be putting these together like this. These 2. Then we're going to glue these 2 together. It's 1 o'clock. Need to call CenturyLink back. Earlier in a video I was talking about waiting for my internet to get hooked up. That black modem that's on top of that plastic file chest over there is our brand new internet that we just got on Friday. Tried to hook it up a couple times over the weekend and never worked, and CenturyLink isn't open on the weekends. So I called today and they said that my wait time was going to be between 153 minutes and 173 minutes. But I could save my spot in line and they would call me back. I texted my wife and I said, if they're not calling me back by 1 o'clock, I'm going to call them. So after I get this puzzle glued together, we'll try it out. We'll call them and see. We'll put these 2 together like that. So we got 2 and 2. We'll put these together to make our 4. Probably was like this, I'm thinking. Yep, that'll work. So we're just going to put glue on these 2 here now. And this is our green piece if you didn't pick that up. And just as I was talking about the alignment of the seams on the last video when we were gluing the purple together, it's equally as important on this one. Every time you glue pieces together, it's important to make sure that your alignment is correct. Otherwise, your blocks will not assemble and fit the way that they're supposed to be put together. Just want to make sure that my seams are a straight line across like this, but they have a good intersection. I want to make sure that they are flat if I set them down like this. They should sit flat on the table like that. Okay? Taking my time before I move on to put the last piece on. I'm squeezing them both ways, making sure that they're flush and aligned before I put the next one on. Remember, as I said, this one's going to go on like this. And again, those seams. It's very important to pay attention to the seams to make sure that the seams are aligned to the adjacent block edges that they're being attached to. This one here is going to go like this on top of this one. And then squeeze it out. I want to make sure that this bottom seam is lined up adjacent to, not just I can use one that's already created to help clean up that one, and I'll just wipe that off. But I want to make sure that this seam right here, the seam at the end of my pencil, is straight across from the side of the block it's being attached to. Vice versa, the seam right here needs to be adjacent to this one, making sure that it's straight and lined up. I make sure that my edges are flush, just like this. For this to go together perfectly, we need to have them here just like that. See, you can use blocks that are already made, help clean up those corners, just like that, and she should be lined up pretty good. What piece is this one? They're green. Okay. One block at a time, one piece at a time. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll, when I come through your town, I got everyone in town, done everybody wild. I'll have the only one there is around. It's Johnny Cash, sort of. So go like this. Wait, nope, with the two. So go like this. So far, so good. Then I have the red to make yet, but the purple will go in. The purple will go I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. Gonna drive around in style, gonna drive everybody wild. So I'll have the only one there is around. Here we go. So go like this. The only one I have left is that red piece, like this. Okay. So far, so good. Put it just like that. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the one in the middle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Perfect. There we go. Last one.